Hey everybody, welcome to Game Chronicles Live plays Entwined. This is a brilliant new indie release. It was announced at the Sony presentation on Monday, and in one of the more rare occurrences, it actually released the same evening. We got our hands on a copy of it, and we're going to check it out today. This is one of those Zen-like games. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Child of Eden, without the shooting. You're going to be controlling two creatures going down a 3D tube. You get to steer them through color-coded panels, picking up color-coded little energy nuggets. It's really much easier to see than to explain, so we're just going to dive right into the story. The game comes with a 9-chapter story mode. There's also a challenge mode. Fairly simple tutorial that kicks right off into the first life. So let's just dive into the story here. So here's our 9 lifetimes, and we're just going to jump into the first one and see how far we can get tonight. Here we are. We're in the game. No real story or motivation, just trying to get these two dragons together. So I'm basically just moving the sticks in a circular fashion around the outer extreme. Just keeping a constant pressure on the stick. Seems to give you the smoothest possibility for getting it through these panels. Obviously things are easy in the beginning, but they ramp up to quite rapidly. So along the top of the screen you can see that we have 2 meters, one blue and one orange. Our goal is to get those filled, and then we'll get to join these 2 birds and create a dragon. Combine the 2 colors to create green. Green won't help fill your bar, but it does let you progress. Okay, now we can press L1, R1 and begin the joining process. And our 2 lovebirds combine and create this really cool dragon, and we are put into the first of 9 open worlds. We're free to fly around and pick up these little energy crystals, which is once again filling up our green bar in the center. And now that that's filled, we can hold those 2 buttons down and just do some freeform artistic skywriting. There's really no right or wrong way to do that. It's just pure freestyle, having fun, and see what kind of designs you can come up with. And see the trail that we left behind. And after you're done admiring your work, you can head to the exit and move on to the next life. The gameplay is pretty consistent throughout all 9 chapters. The only thing that really changes are the background art and the music and the difficulty. You really can't play this reflexively. You have to play it almost rhythmically. Depending on the separation of the panels, there's a certain speed that you have to move the arc of the stick. And you do have to get every panel in sequence. If you miss just one, it will actually drain away some of your color for whichever one you missed. The game's rather relaxing, at least in the earlier levels. Things sort of ramp up later on around life 7, 8, and 9. Ooh. Begin the joining process. like an open world. It's like a carnival, city skyline in the background. Almost looks like a roller coaster track. Alright, we are ready to do some skywriting. I almost wish that lasted a little bit longer because you really can't get too much of a complex design going. If you spin around and look at that, we just fairly short trail. There's our exit. Here we are in our third lifetime. Patterns are getting a little more complex, moving in opposite directions now. It's a fairly nice progression of difficulty. They add one or two new concepts each lifetime. Very relaxing music. picking up in intensity. Nice little Arctic scene here. There's some ice sculptures, the Aurora Borealis, some falling stars. And if we take it down to the deck, we can do a really nice water wake as we skim the water. Now there is a cool pattern. On to our next life. This game is currently available in the PlayStation Store for $9.99. Changed up the panel shapes and the spacing, so you have to increase your speed as you move through the arc. Still need to be a little bit faster there. Still a little off speed. alternating action on the direction there. A little left, right, left. Blue's filled up. You see the orange. There you go. That's the only annoying part of the game so far, is if you do start the merger and then you lose it, there's a definite hiccup in the gameplay animation. Kind of breaks you out of the moment. One more. There we go. This little bit is kind of like a New Mexico or a Utah vibe, maybe Monument Valley. Worlds are very simple. I mean, just basic polygon, simple flat shaded textures. They're very stylized. They look really nice. Just need a couple more. There we go. Some up here. Time to lay down some paint. Where's a good place? Let's put it down on the water. I'd like to think I did a figure 8 there, but I won't know until I climb up and check it out. Let's get up here and see what we actually drew. Oh wow, that actually is pretty cool. So moving into our 5th lifetime. Don't know if we're going to do all 9 in this show. We'll see how far we can get. see the panels have changed shape. They kind of look like broken shards of glass now. The backgrounds are definitely getting more psychedelic. They're starting to use colors that match the panels, so it's harder to see. Oh, I'm missing everyone now. Those little energy shards are a quick way to fill up the meter. Of course, missing the panels is an easy way to empty it too. Merger. I lost it. There we go. Alright. Stormy volcano level here. Something out of Lord of the Rings. Mount Doom. paint our sky and get out of this level. This looks dangerous. Wow. That is impressive. Alright, here we are in our 6th lifetime. Things aren't quite as dark and depressing anymore. We got a little more organic. Okay, they're giving us multiple options here. Green doesn't help us. That's just kind of like an emergency exit if we need it, but we have to get the blue and the orange to progress the meters. Spinning them on us too. Match the speed. Kind of has like a 70s flower child vibe going on here. Oh, missed that one. Things are getting pretty funky right now. Oh, we're actually skimming across the landscape now. This is new. Alternating the angles here. Oh, I missed that one. That's tough to get the reversal on that. There we go. This definitely reminds me of a level out of Child of Eden. There was like a nature level on that one. I'm wondering if I just hit the green here. Yeah, it's a single. Oh. It's almost musical if you can hit it all in perfect sync. Missed the very last panel. It's all or nothing, I guess. Okay, we got the blue, we did the orange, there we go. Time for the reunion. There it is. Another beautiful level. Nice lake. A little bit like the Arctic level, but not as cold. Just need to find our energy crystals. There they are. Check out our design and then move on. Almost got my figure 8 that time.